And now, from 12 Studios, this is News 12 Now.
Hello and welcome to News 12 Now. We're so glad that you could join us this afternoon. My name is Robin Key. It is August 18th, and today we have some breaking news for you today. We actually have a reporter who is live on scene. Now, state troopers are on the scene of a 3-vehicle crash in Cook County that reporters say was a lengthy pursuit. Now, Drew Maurer is live at the scene with more. Drew?
Robin, I'm at the scene of a major crash here in Cook County from this morning. As you can see, they've cleaned it up a lot, but it started as a pursuit actually about 50 miles down Highway 82 in Ector, near Ector, before it came all the way down here to Oak Ridge, a few miles outside of Gainesville. And but we are hearing reports that there was a fatality, so we will keep you updated on that as we get confirmation. Now, the eastbound lanes of Highway 82 are currently closed, and the westbound lanes are open here in Oak Ridge, but traffic is, of course, affected by this scene, so be sure to stay with us to get updates throughout the day on that. Reporting in Cook County, Drew Maurer, News 12.
Thank you, Drew. I know that you'll be continuing to get us more information throughout the day. If you want to stay up to date with this story, make sure that you check our website, news12.com. Then we have intense video from the last week to show you. Now here, you can actually see security footage of a terrifying moment as a box truck crashes into an Antlers car wash. The owner of Bearcat Car Wash says that they are trying to get back up and running as soon as possible, and the Antlers police say that they are continuing to investigate the crash and how it happened, but no information has come out about the driver yet. Wow, look at that. That is a lot. Now, a missing woman was found after a search and rescue team spent Sunday afternoon searching for her at the Blue River hunting and fishing area in Johnston County. Several different departments helped in the ground and air search near Hughes Crossing and campgrounds, including the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife, Johnston County Sheriff's Office and EMS, and Tishomingo and Melbourne Fire. Emergency management has since reported that the woman has been found and she is safe. A man was arrested in Whitesboro Friday after he pulled out a gun and threatened to kill someone. The Grayson County Sheriff's Office says a family member reported that 31-year-old Dusty Hansen did this during an argument. Because Hansen was potentially armed and dangerous, a special response team had to step in to arrest him. Authorities say that more charges could come along for Hansen as the investigation continues. Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen didn't disclose months' worth of stock trades by him and his wife again, according to the Oklahoma Watch. This is the second time in 2 weeks that Mullen has violated the Stock Act, which requires Congress members to be financially transparent with their stock purchases. An analysis shows that this most recent set of sales were worth between $3 and $4 million. Mullen's office has reportedly denied to answer questions, with a spokesperson saying that all they did was amend the financial disclosures with updated information. Then the shelters across Texoma are struggling to keep up with the number of stray animals they're taking in. Friday night alone, the Denison Animal Welfare Group took in 10 stray dogs. Meanwhile, local residents and animal control are bringing in more and more dogs, and the shelters say they just don't have enough space, kennels, and supplies for this many animals.
People seem to think animals are disposable, and they're not. So you see a little puppy like this. This was a stray brought in by animal control. This little puppy can't take care of itself, you know? So we'll take it in, but that's just another kennel that we don't have.
Spaying and neutering your animals is the best way to stop this problem before it starts. And with classes starting up, a Texoma college is celebrating a big milestone. 60 years. That's how long Grayson College has been a great community college option for residents of Texoma and beyond. All year long, they plan to celebrate their rich history, highlighting the success of their students and faculty and the achievements that they've made along the way.
We want to be a part of helping the community continue to thrive by providing the workforce that's necessary and providing the transformative power of education to people that choose to enroll in our classes and honor us with their presence.
President McMillan says to stay tuned as Grayson College will be working the celebration of their anniversary into events throughout the year. And then a 16-year-old Gunter High School student just brought home the gold from the Baton World Championships in Italy. Yeah. Anna Mina has been twirling the baton since she was 3 years old, winning many competitions and traveling countries to perform. Among everything she's accomplished, a lifelong dream of being a world champion. Well, last week that dream came true. Analia beat out more than 21 countries and 30 other twirlers for her title as the 2025 three-baton world champion.
It was amazing. I was so excited when I got it because when I first got there, I just wanted to make the top 5. That was my hope. And obviously last time I got the bronze medal, and I was like, maybe I can try to get a silver or gold.
She isn't stopping there. She says that she will keep practicing to prepare for more competitions and then try out for Team USA again next August. Well, absolutely best of luck with that. I hope that we get to cover you. Now, we'll be right back with an update to the current state of the standoff between Texas Democrats and Republicans over Trump's want for more GOP seats. And after that, we will be bringing it back to Texoma for our community corner. So don't swipe away. Welcome back to News 12. Now let's get into some of the regional news that will be affecting your day today. Now Oklahoma is in the midst of a teacher shortage, and now it is requiring teacher applicants from certain states to take a controversial new test. Oklahoma's top education official says that the assessment aims to keep away who he calls woke indoctrinators from relocating to California and New York. Ryan Walters says that if applicants do not pass the test, they will not earn a teaching certificate to be able to teach in Oklahoma public schools this school year. The assessment was developed by conservative media company PragerU, which is not an accredited university or educational institution. Then, Friday, arguments in federal court. Texas parents filed over the new state law requiring the 10 Commandments to be on display in school classrooms. They're suing several districts, trying to get a judge to block it from going into effect. The defense argues that the 10 Commandments are embedded into American history and that the law is intended to remind students of, quote, a fundamental foundation.
But look, the arguments by the ACLU have been extremely weak. I think that they're also frustrated, I think, because there's indications across the state that a lot of school districts, they are very comfortable with this new state law and that they're looking forward to following the law by having these posters up come September 1.
Meanwhile, the plaintiffs argue that it is against the First Amendment and that the history of the United States states, quote, governments will not prefer one religion over another. Now, the U.S. will build a factory to breed sterile flies to combat dangerous parasites threatening the cattle industry, and it'll be in Texas. The U.S. recently announced that for now, it isn't accepting cattle, horse, and bison imports in order to fight the screwworm. Texas was one of the hardest hit states back in the 70s when another species of screwworm killed millions of American cattle. Friday, at a meeting with the Secretary of Agriculture, Governor Greg Abbott announced that the new plans to fight the worms were about to begin.
This can result in billions of dollars of losses a year. It could truly crush the cattle industry as well as other livestock industry in Texas.
Today we are announcing USDA will invest and build a domestic sterile fly production facility in Edinburgh, Texas, with a capacity to produce 300 million sterile screwworm flies per week, and that's how we eradicate the parasite.
The idea is since the flies are created in a factory they're going to be sterile, and so then when wild flies try to mate with them, they won't be successful. The plan is also to include fly traps and try to kill the screwworms. Now, House Democrats from Texas are reportedly heading home, which could put an end to their 15-day holdout. This morning, the group was seen boarding a plane in Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. The lawmakers left the Lone Star State as a protest against the Republican-led legislature's attempt to redraw congressional maps. The effort would have likely created 5 more GOP-leaning seats ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. During the Democrats' absence, the Texas House was unable to reach quorum, effectively halting the effort. House Democrats announced 2 conditions for their return, both of which were met Friday. One calls on California to propose new maps to offset the Texas effort, and the special legislation session in Texas had to be adjourned. Both of those conditions were met. Meanwhile, Texas Governor Greg Abbott immediately called a second special session with an agenda nearly identical to the first one. Now, the redistricting has been heavily controversial, and over the weekend, thousands hit the streets across Texas to protest the GOP's plan.
When our rights are under attack, we fight back!
They called these Fight the Trump Takeover rallies in several cities across the country: Dallas, Austin, and Los Angeles. Now, let's move back to Texoma land. Yeah, we're going to bring it back. This weekend, a new era began for the Bells School's athletics department. School leaders opened the doors of the new state-of-the-art athletics facility at Panther Stadium to the public. The new field house has a large weight room, spaces for coaches and players to meet and prep for games, and then lots of locker room space.
We finally get to show the community a great facility that our student athletes and our coaches deserve, our community deserves. It's something to be proud of.
That's all thanks to a $25 million bond passed 2 years ago. Saturday, freshmen of Southeastern Oklahoma State University got a warm welcome as they headed into the school year as the newest Savage Storm. The class of 2029 had their chance to make their mark and start a legacy. Southeastern's freshmen went through convocation with a chance to take a class photo, touch the brick in Legacy Plaza, and receive an address from the school's interim president, David Whitelock. As the bells ring in the fall semester, students aren't the only ones getting back into the school spirit. The Ardmore Iron Raiders raise money all year long so that every summer they can take kids in need back to school shopping. The bikers work with local schools to find out who might need a little extra help getting ready for the school year. The kiddos get $100 and free rein on all things educational. Iron Riders President Harold Jones says at the end of the day, the goal is simple.
Putting a smile on the kids' faces. You know, them kids, they're so happy to be able to go pick out stuff and have new clothes, new shoes, everything, get them decked out for school.
If you want to donate or take a part next time, the Iron Riders are always welcoming new members, motorcyclists or not. Back to school means one big thing for Texomans in Sherman and Denison. It's almost time for the Battle of the Axe. Tickets for this year's battle go on sale today. If you want a seat at the last Battle of the Axe ever at Bearcat Stadium, tickets can be purchased online starting 9 a.m. today. That's right, they're on sale right now. Sherman fans, make sure to select home side, and Denison fans should select visitor's side. Sorry. I am not trying to place any bets. The games kick off on Friday, August 29th. You can find a link to where to buy tickets and important information about Sherman's clear bag policy by finding this story on our website or the free KXII News app. Then Friday morning, Habitat for Humanity of Grayson County and volunteers joined together to raise the first walls for house number 46. But for one Texoma mother, Claire Jenkins, applied for Habitat Humanity program in March of 2022, and Friday morning the community gathered together to begin the framework of her home. Walls were raised and now construction is underway. One volunteer says that within the next month, the framework that has been done today will show progress very soon.
A house typically takes about 6 months to complete, start to finish. And when I say start, I mean the slab. So we poured the slab a couple of weeks ago. You know, you come back in a month, this is going to look like a real house. It's going to have a roof, it's going to have siding, and all of that.
Habitat for Humanity has been in Grayson County since 1991, building now 46 homes for families. Now, that is all for this News 12 Now. Make sure to join us here again tomorrow, same time, same place. Tune in to Channel 12 later this afternoon for the 4, 5, and 6 to stay updated with everything going on in Texoma land. Now, did you feel like any of our stories could use a bit of a deeper dive? Check out our website, KXII, for more information. Also, make sure that you're following on our Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, and TikTok. There you'll find exclusive content, constant updates, and our past stories. Now, you might know that one of our big stories today is Trump's meeting with the president of Ukraine. If that is something that you're interested in watching, our partner, Local News Live, has been covering that a lot today. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can't continue to watch there, but what you can do is go onto our website and go to our live stream. And there you'll be able to watch all of their coverage about that. If you're already watching on the live stream, perfect. Once we turn off here today, it'll pop up. So let us know if that coverage is something that you guys appreciate, and then make sure, again, to check back in here tomorrow. We'll see you later, Texoma.